Adam, from more than 30 points down, you guys got yourself well and truly back into the game. You couldn't sustain it in the last quarter. What do you think the key factors were there?
We had a swing. Yeah, we had a swing, but I think Geelong just wanted it more in the last quarter. So I think effort was there, but there was certain contests that were real critical, and we couldn't get field position. I thought the start was disappointing. We did so well to come back from that deficit away from home and against the top of the ladder side. So we're really proud of our efforts. But I just thought in the last quarter, when the game was right there to be won, perhaps we used too much energy. Perhaps Geelong were just too good and they've been too consistent all year.
What did you put that first quarter down to?
It's hard to tell. I mean, we couldn't win the ball, and they took their opportunities. So field position was important tonight, and we didn't defend too well in the first quarter. I think uncontested marks, I must have had around 30. So we corrected that in the second and got a bit more control with the ball, and we're up for the fight, which is, I'm not surprised about our group doing that. But unfortunately we couldn't sustain it.
Did you feel, Adam, that Geelong dominated the ground ball and also the contested position situation?
Yeah, they did. And I've said this a couple of times before, but it's not all about that, but you can tell when you're beaten in that area, the way that we look at it, and we were tonight. So when it really mattered, we couldn't sustain our effort.
Was the shot of the Willie Rioli thing, was that effective?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, they're human. We really care about Willie. We still do. So, we addressed it on Wednesday night. We looked pretty tight. They looked pretty galvanised. So, but we're hurting. We're hurting for him.
They looked like it took them a while to sort of summon some spark and energy in that first quarter, didn't it? Was that a case of Geelong having control?
I think you've got to give Geelong a fair bit of credit. Yeah, we sort of thought they were going to do a couple of things, and they did it. We just couldn't stop it. So, like I said, they controlled the ball a little bit. Didn't kick down the line as much as they normally do. A couple of strategic things that were here and there, but in the end, it's just winning the ball and getting it in your front half was not consistent enough for us.
How did you galvanise them, Adam, after the Willie thing, and how confident
We've been through a lot, our group. Our campaign's been, 6 years. They're a mature group, and we've got the utmost care and respect for Willie. So we got together. We travel every second week. We're 2 days out every second week, so they're a very tight group. We don't need to catch up outside of the club because we spend so much time together. So I think the leaders stood up in that sense, like they always have.
Now that it's done, how do you view your premiership defence?
Well, unsuccessful. We had some inconsistencies throughout the year. I thought, we probably deserved to finish fifth. I thought there was some periods, it was a rough start to the season, found our way. I think we won 7 or 8 in a row, or 8 out of 9, and then we've lost the last 3 out of 4 games. So we've fallen away in the last month, which, we've been up for a long period of time, but that's not really an excuse. I mean, teams have managed to handle that before. So, yeah, some critical games cost us, top 4 opportunities, and for a team interstate, if you don't finish top 2, you're not getting a home final unless Fremantle in the top 2. So we understand how important it is, but we still had a lot of confidence. I felt really good about this group, and if anyone could do it from 5th, I thought we could, and our players truly believed that, and unfortunately it didn't work out.
Adam, I could tell how much you're hurting over the Rioli situation. When you flew over this week, did you expect that he would probably play, or the way it turned out you knew that the AFL would get
we knew nothing until Wednesday night. So we found out when they arrived at the hotel. So, we're really, really worried about his mental health and making sure he's got a lot of family and support around him. And, he's a gentle soul, lovely man, partner with the child, and another one on the way. So we just throw our arms around him at the moment.
Have you guys seen that you don't have to worry about?
I haven't thought that far, but yeah, maybe.
Have you spoken to him, Adam, over the last couple of days? And how's his mental state fluctuated in that time, as far as you can tell?
You can only imagine. Look, it's probably not the time to talk about this. It's under investigation. We'll work through it in the coming weeks. It's just been a bit of a shock. It just happened so quick, and now we've got to deal with it as a club, and really got to deal with it himself.
And just like on the match itself, what did you make of
Mark Bledsoe was playing on the wing tonight in the role that he played for Geelong.
Yeah, we didn't plan for that. Yeah, there was a few matchups here and there that you can go to, and I know there was a lot of talk last week about Stanley and all that, but that's part of it. But it's not the reason you win or lose, and it's back to your system, your effort, and your composure. Players move around. We had 2 or 3 matchups ourselves that might have worked for us, but didn't change the scoreboard. So you don't really rely on that. That's part of it. But I think in the end they just did what they've been doing every week, and we couldn't handle it.
What did you think at three-quarter time when you'd won 2 quarters of footy? You looked like you had momentum.
Thought
Looked
we were
like you
home.
had the game on your
No,
team.
I thought it was going to be an arm wrestle, and I thought whoever was the most predictable around the ball and played their role and stayed on task was going to come out on top. So that's what I told the players, and we come second in that.
Is it hard to maintain and summon energy when you're mounting a premiership defence? Like when you look back on why you finished where you finished and not where you finished last year, what do you put?
It's a really tough competition. So to have sustained success doesn't necessarily mean premierships every year. So giving ourselves the best opportunity to have a crack, we probably missed that. You know, we could have finished higher, but we didn't, and we deserved to finish where we did. And I think we missed top 4 by percentage. But like I said, I still had confidence in the group, and I still do going forward. All right, thanks, Rob.